In a monumental shift that could reshape the global aviation landscape, China has just secured one of the most staggering aircraft production orders in history, over 1,000 planes worth more than $100 billion. But what does this mean for the aviation industry? The competition between major aircraft manufacturers and the balance of economic power. In today's video, we'll dive into the details behind this colossal deal, uncover the driving factors that made it possible, and explore what it spells for the future of air travel and international relations. Stay tuned as we dissect why this record-breaking order is more than just a business transaction. It's a strategic move with global implications that you won't want to miss. Bloomberg claims that Washington is ignoring another equally important area that affects both national security and American jobs because of its strong focus on China's domestic semiconductor industry. Chinese officials certified comac's C919 aircraft in late September 2022 following 14 years of development. Comac has advanced significantly since its establishment in 2008 as a joint venture of many state-owned businesses, notably the Aviation Industry Corporation of China. The C-19 has had the biggest impact on the aviation industry, although Avica's initial model, the ARJ-21, was a medium-range jet. With a recent agreement, China Eastern Airlines, the nation's second-largest carrier by fleet size, increased the overall number of C919 orders to around 1,000. Even if the orders are mostly domestic, China's ability to win them is extremely important in the restricted global aircraft manufacturing market. Every airplane that Comac delivers is a missed chance for Boeing or Airbus, and the financial consequences are being felt most acutely in the United States. Aircraft and associated components have been among the most valued U.S. exports to China for more than 30 years, but those days are coming to an end. Let's go back in time to examine the roots of aviation before diving into its history. As evidenced by mythological tales with aviated figures, mankind have dreamed of flying like birds from ancient times. Humans have relentlessly worked to achieve the goal of flight for thousands of years, progressing from basic kites to hot air balloons and contemporary supersonic planes. Kite was among the first flying items created by humans. China in the 6th century, inmates were made to fly test flight in kites that were launched from city walls. Using very simple, impractical designs, early flying vehicles tried to mimic the flight patterns of birds. But as time went on, these designs advanced in sophistication. The earliest known airplane design was probably made in the 15th century by Leonardo da Vinci. Although his intricate drawings were ahead of his time, Leonardo himself made no attempt to construct them and lacked the scientific knowledge necessary to demonstrate their ability to fly. The first successful human flight occurred in the 18th century with the development of the balloon. The foundation for contemporary aerodynamics was established at about the same period by developments in fluid dynamics and Newton's laws. With numerous glider attempts, the goal of heavier-than-air flight persisted, opening the door for powered flight. The Wright brothers accomplished the first powered flight on December 17, 1903, traveling 37 meters in 12 seconds. Their accomplishments turned the human dream of flying become a reality and signaled the start of aviation history. The first engine-powered, fully pilot-controlled vehicle, heavier than air, was the Wright brothers aircraft. Louis Blériot, a French engineer and pilot, made a major contribution to aircraft design in 1908. His Blériot 11 was a monoplane with a tractor layout, which improved performance by pulling the aircraft through the air as opposed to pushing it. Blériot created history in 1909 when he flew his Blériot 11 over the English Channel and won a $1,000 reward. Roland Garros, a French pilot, became the first to fly across the Mediterranean when he flew from southern France to Tunisia in September 1913. Aircraft, which were first created for military applications, eventually became indispensable for moving people and goods. After decades of development and numerous basic inventions, we now have a vast array of contemporary aircraft designs. Technical breakthroughs throughout the history of aircraft development have been attributed to visionary and courageous individuals. The most sophisticated mode of transportation and military application developed by man is the airplane. Even with its present widespread use, building an aircraft still calls for extremely sophisticated methods. The two biggest aircraft manufacturers in the world today are Airbus and Boeing, but there are numerous more that are equally significant and expanding quickly. We wish to discuss China here. An important milestone in China's drive for technological independence, especially in the aviation industry, was reached in May 2023 when the country's domestically built C919 passenger jet made its first commercial flight from Shanghai to Beijing. Economy in the world continues to improve its aviation capabilities. This action attempts to lessen dependency on Western businesses. Tensions between the United States and China Commercial Aircraft Corporation, COMAC, is building the C919 to compete with the Boeing 737 and Airbus's A320. The Department of Commerce strictly regulates licensing for the export of aircraft components from the United States. heightened Beijing's resolve to become self-reliant in the aviation industry. Aerospace exports to China from Washington's concerns regarding dual-use technology for both military and civilian applications. Commercial introduction of the C919 entered the competitive single-aisle 150 to 200-seat aircraft market, according to aviation expert Han, will propel the entire aircraft manufacturing supply chain, manufacture, training, and repair. According to analysts like Shinin Fan of China International Capital Corporation, this on fuel efficiency, environmental friendliness, and a sleek design has attracted a lot of interest from airlines and industry professionals. 10% of the worldwide narrow-body aircraft market construct more than 2,000 C919 jets in the next 20 years. Regulations. The C919 has undergone extensive testing, 4,200 hours flight in 2017. C919's ability to compete with the Boeing 787 and Airbus's A350, the more than 10,000 orders comac has acquired. $100 billion. Has undergone more than 14 years of research and development. 200 Chinese enterprises. Level of achievement. From China Securities, plane components are already made in the country. Anticipate that this percentage will rise even further. 919's CAC certification. Opinion of Chinese passenger planes were ordered by China Eastern Airlines in May 2022, $1 million apiece. Anticipated in 2025. February 2020, Shanghai Municipal Science and Technology Commission report 305 orders for the C1925-22, received only 116 orders for its 737 series that year. 2022, 5 niche IAS firms in total for the C919, comprising value-added components of the industry supply chain, financial services from Yang Securities to reach around $192 billion over the next 20 years. China Commercial Aircraft Corporation, comac jets, was announced on September 28th. Airlines announced an extra order of 100 C919 aircraft. This important order was not revealed. The United States. 19's list price is $100 million. Simply mentioned a significant discount. % off is conceivable, particularly on new models. Be delivered between 2024 and 2031 in installments using money, bank loans. C919 was Shanghai-based China Eastern Airlines, which had already acquired 5 aircraft. COVID-19 restrictions, the airline said that this growth coincided with a robust recovery for the travel sector to retire a large number of narrow-body aircraft of their useful lives. 2023, largest airline with around 800 aircraft, deploy comac's C919 aircraft. An aviation analyst, Lei Hanming, started in delivering the C-19 very closely with China Eastern to show other prospective purchasers the aircraft's dependability and performance. Gallop Air, $1 billion deal to buy 30 comac aircraft, including 15 C-19S. Airlines haven't ordered any narrow-body aircraft from Boeing in recent years. A major setback for the company on foreign technology is also anticipated to decrease with the manufacturing of comac C-919. It's the C-919 to have a 10% local market share by 2025. Model, the ARJ-21, was created by COMAC before to the C919. His orders for 775 of these models. China-U.S. relations that have harmed sophisticated technology industries like aviation, Beijing 19 as an essential component of lowering reliance on foreign technology. Over China's military-civilian integration agenda have led to additional export bans and the placement of some subsidiaries of China Aviation Industry Group, COMAC, on the U.S. Treasury Department's restricted list. Abilities of the defense sector with civilian research and commercial interests, China to modernize its military. The United States' dominance in the aviation industry is impressive, has undoubtedly drawn attention from all around the world. Sure you don't miss any more videos? If you like this in-depth look, that's on this breakthrough, so please leave a comment below.